What do they mean? How does it feel to die from every serial killer? Like, that's crazy. Let's watch it. Interested.
John Wayne Gacy. Imagine that you're a 18-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work.
Wait, what?
Imagine that you're a 18-year-old runaway.
18 to 2-year-old? What they mean, 2-year-old?
Homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details.
Okay.
You're desperate, exhausted,
Not
and
take.
hungry.
I can't lie. They're not catching me. That's low level genjutsu. They're not catching me with that one. Low level genjutsu. You're not catching me with that.
To his house tonight to discuss details, the questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details. You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept. His house is normal, suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work.
Also not accepting that either. Low level genjutsu.
He looks around, tells you about his community service work. Then he suggests showing you a magic trick. He pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you can escape from them. It seems weird, but harmless. You let him put the handcuffs on your wrists behind your back. The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanish normal sound. The handcuffs on your wrists behind your back.
What type of shit he
The
into?
last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles.
What?
You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you.
Nah.
His neighbors are too far away, and he's soundproofed the room. He places a rope around
Soundproof the
your neck, tied in
room?
a specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You
What?
can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then
For
finally,
hours?
he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop. Your last conscious thought is terror. Your body will be buried in the crawl space beneath his house. along with 28
Nah.
others. John Wayne Gacy was arrested in December 19...
Sunset, who the fuck falling for that? I can't lie. Like, who really is falling for that shit? Like, I don't know if it's because it's the New York in me, but I'm not falling for easy, low-level genjutsu like this. This is, like, really low-level. Like, I was never that broke to be going to a random person's crib for some bread. Like, you didn't grow up knowing the nose. You see what I'm saying? Come on, son. This is low-level.
1978, after the bodies of 4 late victims were found in the Des Plaines River. Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house.
29
The trial
bodies?
began in 1980. He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity. However, the jury convicted him of all 33, and he received the death penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he
I
was
can't
executed
lie,
by
I don't
lethal
really-
injection on May 10th.
The death penalty is
1994.
crazy, but that nigga had to go. Chat, but you know what's so crazy though about the death penalty, right? I feel like the death penalty is an easy way of going out. Like, I feel like life in prison is way worse than the death penalty. Like, just being in prison, knowing that you're never gonna come back out, is way worse than the death penalty. I don't know. You let me know which one y'all think is crazier. Level 1 killers killing unranked niggas for real. Nah, for real. Niggas was overly easy and desperate back then. Fuck no. Nah, for a fact. Yeah, I can't lie. You definitely not catching me. You definitely not catching me with that.
The Zodiac. You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere.
Okay.
He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up executioner hoodie with a Zodiac sign at the bottom of it.
Alright. Alright. So look, chat, I was just about to say, alright, so I'm a volley bro. But then I see bro outfit, that's gonna change my whole perspective. I'm no longer fighting this nigga. I'm no longer fighting this nigga. Like, that's like level 10 threat. You see what I'm saying? That's a level 10 threat. You gotta evacuate the area. And if I'm with Shorty, she just gotta be on my same speed because, listen, like, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Like, you just gotta be on my same speed. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm out of there. So you better, if you're not out of there with me, then it was just your time. You see what I'm saying?
Psycho approaches you out of nowhere.
6
Wearing
feet,
nothing but
6'1". He 200 pounds. I'm definitely not 200 pounds.
dark
So,
clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up executioner hoodie with a zodiac sign at the bottom of it. The hooded man draws a and slowly approaches you. Instinctively,
Blake
you
changes
position
everything.
yourself between him and your girlfriend. But to your absolute surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though
What?
you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then
What?
he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first.
never,
Afterward,
never
he then
that,
ties her
never
up
that,
and
never that, never that, never that. You tell me to lay down, nigga. Now we gotta shoot the fair ones, and whoever survives is cause it's like you could take my car and shit, but I'm not laying down or doing whatever you ask. I just gotta go out fighting now. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we gotta go out fighting. We gotta go out fighting at this point.
way.
Just take
As
my
much
call.
as
I'm
you
not
can
laying
second
down
guess,
doing shit.
The criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with
What?
a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him. Once you realize he turns his attention towards you, A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs, and he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you lie on the ground gasping for air, you watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car. It'd have a zodiac sign on it with the dates of 3 recent and the words "buy knife" written besides them. This is what happened to Brian Hartman and his girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac killer would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving behind
What?
cryptic notes like this. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. The Butcher.
Nah. This nigga insane. And I can't lie, what he wrote was Max Oral, but that shit was this nigga insane. What the fuck? Nah, what?
Imagine you're a 4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly.
He was packing niggas and giving clues and they still couldn't find him. Like, I can't lie, that's crazy.
He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show you the way.
Nigga, you think you catching me with some shit like that? Chat, can we say it one more time? What is that? That's low level genjutsu. Like, what? Nigga, I could find a way myself. Nigga, I could find a way myself. Like, like, bro, what?
1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town.
Yeah, nah, I'm good, I'm
Show you
good.
the way.
Nah, I'm good.
You're running
Appreciate
late.
it, though.
He seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His
What?
strength is pretty
Bate boy. But not lava. Lava flames. What we talking about?
You're running late, and he seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind.
What did he
His
do?
strength is pretty
Hey,
shocking for his
yo.
mild appearance. Suddenly, throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic.
No.
Just your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes, and face.
Oh.
You try to scream, but pain cuts your voice short, leaving only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body.
Wait,
The last
what?
sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening, but being too weak to stop it. Andrei Chikatilo murdered at least 50 people between 1978 and 1990.
This
He was
old
eventually
man doing
identified
that?
as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and in front of the court. He was
What?
executed in a Moscow prison in 1994.
This a old nigga doing this shit. Like, this a old nigga doing this shit. How are you getting manhandled by a nigga like that? I can't lie, bro. Like I'm not Superman. I know I'm not Superman, but come on, son. Like, let's be real.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Son,
Imagine
this
you're at a bar in
nigga
Milwaukee
crazy.
Saturday night, when a blonde man in his late 20s
And this nigga Aki, this nigga strong as shit. He was strong as hell.
approaches you. He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
He said Jeffrey's super
He offers
unreal.
$50. You're broke, and he seems harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th
Like, I
Street.
don't understand how niggas is getting convinced. I mean, I understand the bread back then. Like, $50 is a lot of bread back then, but you getting convinced off of $50? If somebody offered me $1,000 to take some pictures of me at their crib, I'm not doing it. I'm not going. Like, come on. Like, I'm not understanding.
His apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50. You're broke, and he seems harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, strong rum and coke. You take a few sips, and within minutes, you start feeling dizzy and
You
disoriented.
see, bro?
Your vision blurs.
For
You try to stand up,
$50.
but your legs won't work. The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out.
What?
And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious state.
Yo.
Wake up, he'll do it again. But eventually, you'll stop waking up. Your
Yo.
last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion. as
GG's
his hands
got
wrap
him.
around your throat and you die for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991. He was arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine you're living your
Like, yo, imagine that victim didn't escape though. But the thing is, like, he's doing this shit, right? And I know police investigation, you know, getting evidence and stuff lacked back then, right? But he's doing this with his bare hands and shit like that. How's niggas not catching him off the first murder? Like, yo.
years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately. And short
Nah,
of
for
breath.
real.
You call
That's
your
that's
family
what I'm saying. His body. I mean, his apartment was smelling like buns, straight dead bodies for dumb long.
Imagine you're living your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath.
Okay.
Call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner who's
Wait.
been practicing in the area for over 20 years.
Don't tell
He
me.
makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and attentive. He arrives at your home within an hour, black medical bag in hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him
Nah,
completely. He's your doctor.
son.
He prepares a syringe from his bag. You
I can't lie. This one is not low level genjutsus. This is medium to almost hard level genjutsu right here. I can't lie. This is crazy. The only thing that would throw me off is house calls. The house calls we're not doing no house calls. Yeah, for real, Sasuke level. I agree, Sasuke level. It could catch like 50% of the population, but a house call, for a doc visit, I'm not doing this. Especially when you bring up the injection, I would have snapped out of the genjutsu right there. You see what I'm saying?
circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag. You barely feel the needle go into your arm. Within seconds, a warm sensation spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy. You try to respond, but the
At
words
this
won't
point,
come.
you
Your
could.
breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You turn in your armchair peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just you with a lethal injection of diamorphine.
Shaking my head.
Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 patients in 2000, but investigators believe he killed between 215 and 250 people over his career. On January 13th, 2004, he hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
Nah, he a loser for that. You see, like, I don't understand niggas like that. Like, you gonna murk that much niggas and then you gonna take yourself out like that? Nigga, you pussy. Word of bro. Like, I can't lie, that's crazy. Nah, he butt. Word of bro. Like, niggas catch him in New York, it's over for him. Like, niggas slapping his forehead. Word of bro.
A man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and...
What the why do we have him here? Like, what is that about? Like, what is that about?
And as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure with promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her.
What?
6 years later.
What? No. Yo. Nigga cooked this up. He did all of that for months, gained their trust just to do this. I gotta go back.
Her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek.
What?
It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her." The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and area. X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there.
Wait! What am I listening to? What is going on? Let me rewind this back, man. What?
Examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and area. X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other that Albert Fish did this to.
What?
He was later on...
No fucking way. No way.
And as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other...
1 to 400? Yo, nah. What?
That Albert Fish did this to. He was later on by the electric chair in 1936 at 65
Nah, that's not
years old.
enough,
He wrote
boy.
a final statement, but the only person who was able to ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life. Majority of people in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless,
Why would they show
bad
Corey?
apples still do exist. So always make sure
What?
that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also
Why would they pick Corey in a
always
video
let
like
your loved
this?
ones know where you are at all times. Oh yeah, and most importantly, carry protection. Hit the gym, invest in some pepper spray, a taser, or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry. Anyway.
W video. Nah, I can't lie, that's crazy. Niggas just never catching me with some low-level genjutsu like this. Like,